Greetings, Entities and Guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Around Kingdom, where recently with the new update with, Burning Spice, the Eternal Spice Destroyer, or whatever the update is, and all this new stuff, obviously the thing that we're going to be talking about is the new cookie that got added to this update, which, I know, I'm angry too. It's not Burning Spice we're talking about in this video, because that's going to take me a while to try and get, especially if I don't spend much money on it. No, we're talking about the other cookie that got released, which is, Tiger Nutmeg? It's either Nutmeg Tiger or Tiger Nutmeg. It could be either or, but it doesn't matter because you know what cookie I'm talking about. Because the cookie is right over... is that... No. I could have sworn she was just right over there. Where the pleb is she? I could have sworn she was just around here. Where the pleb did she go? She's not working, is she? I don't think she'd be working at a production building. I don't think... Unless you... No, you're not. Are you working at bread? No, you're not. Okay, because I only set 2 cookies over there. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Nutmeg Tiger Cookie because she's in the newly released cookie that we can at least currently get from the gacha. And yeah, we're basically going to take a gander at the quotes, her story, and all that stuff. And obviously from the common question of the day, you obviously know what that is, so be sure to answer it down below. But I do want to say that if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. Doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. Why'd you sound so quiet there? What the fuck was that? But also, I'll be oh yeah, I forgot, I can't really read comments on these videos, because like I like to kind of solely dedicate it on the cookie itself, just so it can be kind of, make sense, because it needs to solely be dedicated on the cookie just so you can understand everything, and just notice the funny interactions. So she's right here, of course, who I think is playing an amazing design. I think the design looks amazing, and like if you're wondering, she does just photo mode right here, which I can scroll around just so you can take a gander and check. She just casually walks around. She does have a shield on her, which I think is plugging awesome. Just alongside with the whole Tigress design, which has this like burning heat, because like it's like a deep blood, like red and also tan colors. And yeah, and also the tail, can't forget about that. But if you can't forget, you could also pick her up if you want to. And she's like, she hates this. She does not like to be picked up by like a cat. And you put her down. Just hops on her 4 legs? Yeah, I guess it is 4 legs. I guess it's confusing because like she also has arms, so it's kind of hard to describe. But like, you can even see how she's like a little bit more focused. Did she just howl at me? She just hissed at me? What is she doing? Because like she looks somewhat like serious right there, but then you notice her eyebrows are like, at least on the eyes, a little bit more squinched. So like, bam. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what you got to talk about. Don't turn your back on me. How dare you?
How do you lot keep balance without a tail?
Well, first of all, you have 4 legs, so I don't think that really applies to you. Even if you lost your tail, I don't think that really works in your case. And second of all, pretty sure there are other cookies out here who do have a tail, I think. Just, you have a tail. That counts. That's a cape. That's a scarf thing. You have things. I guess that's a tail. You have a tail. I mean... There's some tail cookies in here. You can understand that, right?
Burning Spice Cookie's word is my command.
Well, it makes sense because you seem to be the highest. You seem to be like the leading general for Burning Spice Cookie, and I don't even know much about the story because we haven't gotten to that point yet. But soon we will. You can just tap on her and she says nothing in photo mode. What's the point? Okay, sure, whatever.
The wild spices respect power, and power alone.
Well, considering that it's Burning Spice we're dealing with, I guess it makes sense that you understand power, but why'd you immediately start brooming after that? If you care about power, then why'd you start sweeping?
You know nothing about spices. Wait. I smell black pepper.
I mean, I don't think there's a black pepper cookie. Oh, she does the cat stretch. She does like the cat stretch, but also does like the human stretch. That's also, okay, I'm sorry, that's a really cool little thing right there. And there she goes running. Though when she runs, she still has that like fireball summoned. And by the way, I don't think there's a black pepper cookie around here. As far as my knowledge goes. I don't know, maybe there's something in the code. How'd you step like that?
How do you lot keep back? You say, there are no spice storms? How do your ancestors show their will?
There are no spice storms. How do ancestors show our will? What does that mean? Like, I don't know, we have like tornadoes and hurricanes and tsunamis and stuff like that. Is that what you want? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, apparently she sits by and putting her hind legs like kind of curled up, which is kind of really cool. I know it's the small things, but it's still just so cool.
I don't see a single wild beast around.
Wait. She's not around here, is she? No, so far I don't see her. I just see that one, because luckily I don't, oh, yeah, there's no one around, no worries, it's fine, they're on vacation, you understand me on that.
Our harsh land requires harsh leadership.
Well, that explains how you have burning spice cookies as the leader, because they're probably the harshest cookie you'll probably ever meet.
You say, burning spice cookies' word is my command.
I think, did you say that right? I'm pretty sure you did.
You lot know nothing. I don't see a single wild beast around.
Good.
You lot know no wild spice. Only the mightiest warrior can lead the spices.
I'm assuming that's either you or Burning Spice, because I feel like Burning Spice is like the main leader, but you're like kind of like top general. That's at least what I want to assume about you.
Our harsh
Stop humping.
You say, how do you look? Only the mightiest warrior.
I know
can
you have
lead
more
the
quotes, but I
spices.
don't know if these are just all of them.
You say, burning spice cook, know your strength, and know our strength. Only thus can you win.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like, if I'm more strengthier than you, then I can win. There's research, there's winning in learning, but there's also winning in just strength, which I'm pretty sure that's something that you should kind of preach to everyone else, which you probably do. But whatever. You do have more quotes when I actually go ahead and go to your little hub menu screen. So if I go over here.
The spices respect power and power alone.
Did I click the little eye bubble, please?
Where's your lead? You should have run away when you had the chance.
You realize that's no, you're gonna catch me lacking. You realize if I were to run, you would catch me because you have 4 legs. 4 legs. Yeah, like, what do? Do I just, like, fight and most likely get my face stomped in by the shield that you have? Or do I run and you immediately chase me at 140 miles an hour? That's probably faster than most cars.
You should have run. Provoke me if you dare to taste spice.
Just tell me if you want me to leave. Like, I'll just leave you alone. I could just scrap this video if you want.
Strength is everything.
I think you've already preached that, even though you preach more about... Hey, learn about our strength, learn about yours, and you might win.
Have you ever weathered the storm of the Badlands?
You mean a sandstorm? Can't say that I really have, because I'm pretty sure if I have, I probably would most likely get stomped. I guess it depends on what I'm wearing at the time, like clothes or something protective.
Provoke me if you dare to taste spice. The strong must never look back, only forward.
You ever heard of a sneak attack? I'm pretty sure that's one guaranteed time where you should look back.
Strength! The strong must never look back. Wild spices show no mercy.
I'm pretty sure the wild spice is the term of like the army of burning spice cookie, just the wild spices, which well, if that isn't intimidating, I don't know what is.
Strength! The strong must provoke me if you should have run away. The strong must never
Is that really
look
it?
back.
There's no way.
You're not expected to think. Only follow orders.
Okay, well that's terrifying. Okay, so it's good to know that you're part of a plebeian, what's the term? Hierarchy? Monarchy? Your plebeian whole leadership is a dystopia. How about that?
Strength! I shall destroy everyone who stands in his way.
Yeah, you're a tiger for sure. Honestly, I would expect you to have like an... I understand, like, you know, you have a shield while Burning Spice has an axe. I would expect you to have like a mace. Then again, I don't know, maybe it's not as efficient. I don't know, like a mace or a Morning Star or something. Then again, Malasauce has the Morning Star, so I think a mace would have been more fitting. I don't know. That might be at least a majority of the quotes that she says. But, of course, we have to go ahead and focus on her story, too, before I go ahead and test her out into battle. So, here's her story, which, by the way, this whole entire animation process is just really cool, which, you could even view the first encounter scene right here, just so you can view the cutscene, as you can see here.
Strength is everything. Swarm! Prepare to attack!
You notice how she casually just summons meteors just because she can? What and why? Okay. Great, so now according to her story it says, in the Spice Storm-ridden wastelands, a fierce cookie commands her troops with an iron fist. She is none other than the legendary general of the Spice Swarm, a Nutmeg Tiger Cookie. Half wild spice, half cookie. If the rumors are to be believed, her superior strength has been proven in countless battles. In the past, she rose to power as the great warrior who claimed victory over all the Spice tribes. Never known weakness, she does not understand the weak. Defeat is an unfamiliar concept to her, for in her world, strength is the only way. It's no wonder she swore allegiance to the mighty burning spice cookie upon his return. But will her loyalty be acknowledged in time? Only fate can tell. Okay, that's interesting right at the very end. Will her loyalty be acknowledged in time? Does that mean that Burning Spice Cookie doesn't, like, trust her yet? Like, even though that she's very strong, is, like, Burning Spice Cookie not going to care because Burning Spice only cares about himself and his own strength? Because I feel like that's how cruelness should work. Especially if she doesn't know much about, weakness. So, she's probably going to get hit with a reality check later on in the story. But for now, let's also go ahead and read up on her skill, which says right here, the Great General. Nutmeg Tiger Cookie orders her elite guard to charge forward. The elite guard deals fire damage, causing burn, heals the allies for a portion of the damage dealt, increasing her periodic fire damage, and applying a Great General buff to all the fire-type cookies and summoned creatures. The elite guard consists of a rider and fighters. The rider will cause area damage with their regular attacks and heal your team with a portion of damage dealt. Fighters will taunt enemies upon summoning, protect themselves with an HP shield, and gain a damage resist buff. After summoning an elite guard, a Nutmeg Tiger Cookie will attack up to 5 enemies with each regular attack and gain an attack speed buff. If Burning Spice Cookie is on the team, he will absorb the dust of the fallen elite guards and gain the Burning Nutmeg buff. So basically, if Burning Spice is on the team, he'll just inhale the ash and just the dust of the fallen elite guards who just perished. He snorts them and gains their strength with the Burning Nutmeg buff. Are you flipping kidding me? If this isn't an antagonist, I don't know what is. But basically, her skill consists of like having not only like charging forward, but also she summons two types of guards of rider and fighters, where the rider acts as more of support, and the fighters are more of like kind of walking walls that also attack while basically protecting everyone else. And once all the members fall, Burning Spice just snorts them all up and just gains a big boost of strength, which is plenty amazing. And here's a big little sheet of all the information as well, and which we're gonna go ahead and feed you some plebing toppings, because the plebing XP jelly. That's what I'm trying to say, because you probably need a lot of it, because well, let's be honest, you're probably gonna be at a decent level who's definitely gonna help us in regards to the story and stuff. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll give it a gander. Here you go.
Keep your senses sharp.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, as long as you're eating, then that's gotta mean something.
I'm the strongest warrior of the Nutmeg tribe.
I've read the story, obviously. I wonder if you have any sort of, like, artifact that you wear that kind of represents that. Like, obviously, I know you have that little, like, chest necklace thing and also the shield, but, like, isn't that something that you just always have on you? Or is there something else, or, like, does it mean more? That's what I'm trying to say.
Strength comes in many forms. Claws, weapons, spells.
So, you had me going for a moment. You almost had me. Strength comes in many forms. So I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, there's mental strength, there's physical strength, there's like social strength. All that was just like different ways of physical strength. There's scratching, stabbing, headbutting, kicking. All of which ways just to like break your shins.
Keep your senses sharp. Kneel before the great destroyer.
I'd rather not, because I'm probably gonna die anyway. I'm not gonna survive this heat.
You will see what I can do.
I mean, I'm about to. I mean, you kind of got that right. Upcoming.
Kneel before the great destroyer. Strength comes in many forms.
Let's go ahead and
Claws,
buff you up to...
weapons, spells.
Let's go level 35.
In our land, the weak are cold.
The weak are cold. You ever heard of a plebing blanket? That's why I assume you never heard of. But anyway, let's just crank all these buffs into you, which is interesting how you're a support, which it would kind of make more sense if you were like a... that's so weird. Because with a cookie like this, who basically talks all, like, the strongest, and, like, the strongest out of all the tribe, you would expect her to be something like a charge, or like a frontliner, but she's a rear supporter. I don't know, maybe that's the point, and maybe it's meant to be focusing on the other guards who get summoned. I don't know, but with 36,000 power, I definitely need to go ahead and try you out in a level, because I am really curious as to how you work. So, let's go ahead and go ahead into, like, maybe one of the dark levels, I would assume. Let's go ahead and back up from here, all the way. I don't know if there's a spicy level, or, like, maybe Pilgrim's Path. Maybe this can work. 321, is this viable for you? Let's go ahead and just swap you out, which you actually do have a couple pieces of text for your quotes whenever I send you out into battle, which I gotta go ahead and find you first. Through this whole line of cookie. There you are. And please.
Forward! Only forward!
I mean, that's the path that we're going, so it makes sense.
Forward! Only forward! Claws out!
Yeah, claws out. I wish you could actually eject them.
Witness true strength!
Yeah, hopefully you can show that true strength in the battle, because I really want to see this happen. Basically, it's on par with power, that the enemy's only being like, 1,000 points extra. So, we're actually not too bad of a position. So, let's go ahead and test this out. Just shoots a fireball at them. Okay, sure, just bonk. And then, phew, then just sneeze at you. Okay, let's use this skill. Let's see it.
Wild spices, attack!
Okay, that was a whole leading army, and that's the rider. Okay, so the rider can take damage just temporarily. That's another Chimera cookie, too. So realistically, it's like a whole wave of charge. And then after that, they just get like, they have a rider who helps defend the rest of the team.
Wild spices, attack!
And then they all just like run up and charge. It's kind of like how Moonlight Cookie's old skill worked before her Crystal Jam. And then now this has an added rider to it, so it's even more defensive. So just get rid of these plebs. Let's just do this.
Wild spices, attack!
You get a little bit of a nice view of the plubbing wild spices, which there's two riders that stack on top of each other. What?
They bow to our strength.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's actually adorable seeing someone like plumbing Tiger Nutmeg or Nutmeg Tiger just suddenly just cheering and actually smiling, because you wouldn't expect a cookie to smile like that. Honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this cookie can actually be helpful in regards to just like a big raid of enemies, or even then so, I think they'd actually be pretty helpful in regards to plumbing PvP, only just because of the fact that they can also have like the riders help defend the other cookies while also giving them HP shields, and also the charge ones, the plumbing chargers, they're just gonna go ahead and tank a bunch of the damage while they ride forth, and once the enemies actually slip past them, they'll already have a good amount of their HP drained, so I feel like it's probably best to have... I know it makes, for me, like, I know it makes sense to have, like, the searing raspberries on him, because, it would boost her strength, and she's always talking about power. But personally, I think it makes more sense to put, like, the cooldown topping on her, the plumbing chocolate, the swift chocolates, only just because I feel like it's more beneficial to just keep activating it over and over and over again, so you can have mass access to those riders, so you can keep getting those buffs activated, while at the same time, the actual minions will actually rush forward, taking more damage, and dealing more damage to the actual enemies that are in front. I don't know, just my opinion, but be sure to experiment with what you can, and tell me your recommendations down in the comments below for how to use this cookie. But for now, I'm going to end this video right here. So, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my cookie run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the cookie run YouTube set for absolutely free, a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.